Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail R. Carmelame bringing to the Salesian news across the globe. Nearly 70 teachers gathered in Leon and Mohernando, Guadalajara to take part in the Formation Week for teachers recently recruited by the Salesian Province's Educational Centers for St. James the Greater Province, Spain, SSM. In Leon, the meeting was led by Irund Lopez, Provincial Coordinator for Orientation, and in Mohernando by Oscar Bartolome, Provincial Coordinator for Schools. This year, people who had not been able to participate in the formation due to the pandemic also joined. The formation is divided into 4 sessions: a Salesian house that welcomes, a playground where one can be with friends, a parish for those without a parish, and a school that prepares for life, which help make new people aware of what the preventive system and the Salesian charism mean. In this way, the organizers intend to make known the pillars on which the educative and pastoral nature of the Salesian school is built, and to strengthen the charismatic identity of the educators, both in knowledge and in attitudes. All this in a family atmosphere and in a common Salesian school project. The Don Bosco Youth Center, CJDB in Portuguese, in Matriz de Camaragibe, welcomed 128 families displaced by the floods in the municipality into its facilities between 8 and 10 July. A total of 388 people were assisted in the institution with food, clothes and warm clothing, personal hygiene items, and above all, a spiritual and fraternal welcome from those who work and volunteer there. The CJTB is a reference point for welcoming those displaced by the floods that occur every year in the municipality. The parish helps by opening the chapel doors so that people can stay in a safe place. According to Islan Santos, pedagogical coordinator, it is sad to see the families who have lost everything and the frightened children, but we must thank the Lord that they are all still alive and that the CJDB can once again open its doors to all those in need. We have the help and immense support of CIS Brazil and the Salesian Province of Brazil Recife BRE, which allowed us to feed the people here at the center. Volunteers promptly rushed to the CJTB to help with the support of the municipality's social welfare department. For his part, Father Geraldo Albuquerque, SDB Social Service Director of the Youth Center, together with CJTB volunteers and youth groups coordinators, prepared recreational dynamics for the children to distract them from the situation. Throughout the period of the rains and floods, Father Albuquerque helped get people to safety and transport those he could to the CJTB, as well as sorting out accommodation and food for all those assisted. As part of the 600th anniversary of the National Shrine of Mary Help of Christians, the national meeting of the past peoples of Don Bosco was held on 1st July at the Salesian houses in Mogo Falls. After the initial greetings and welcome by the outgoing rector, Father Jose Fernandez, the national delegate for the Salesian family, Father Joaquim Taveira, offered a brief message of reflection, and Celso Nogueira, president of the Portuguese Federation of Past Peoples of Don Bosco, presented the strategic plan of the World Confederation for the period 2021 to 2027. After this formative and informative moment, there was a return to the past, recalling the memories of those who have passed through the Salesian work, many of whom had an impact on the construction and consecration of the shrine. After some testimonies by the past peoples present, the central moment of the meeting came, the Eucharist celebrated by the national delegate for the Salesian family, during which almost €2,000 were collected for the restoration of the roof of the shrine. Finally, a small book fair was organized with an exhibition of various titles published by the respective authors present, some of whom donated the proceeds to the campaign for the restoration of the shrine roof. The National Formation Meeting of Salesian Cooperators in Costa Rica took place on Saturday, 1st July, under the motto, "Live in Christ to Influence, Guide and Transform." During the activity, participants reflected on current realities and how and to what extent they affect young people. They were therefore exhorted to live their accompanying mission proper to their charism, being salt and light in the places where each Salesian cooperator works. The innovative project from the social communication sector, Rome, Voices, Giving Voice to the Voiceless, was inaugurated at the Don Bosco headquarters, Delhi on 12 July in the presence of Father Davis Mani Parambent, the Provincial of Delhi, Mr. A.J. Phillip, senior journalist and columnist, Father Harris Pakam, the Director of ANTS, and the person responsible for the social communication sector for South Asia, Father Ernest Rosario, the South Asia Delegate for Boscom, Father John Parankimalil, the Secretary of SPCSA, Father Patrick Lepcha, South Asia Delegate for Youth Services, Social Communication Delegates from the provinces, and young people representing the various Salesian provinces. During the opening mass, Father Davis invited the delegates to be the voice of the voiceless to ensure the message of peace and harmony is heard. The message of silent young people is voiced and become empowerers of the silent, the oppressed and the weak ones. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.